Hi! Let's do a wear test today on the Hermès primer and foundation. When I do my complexion reviews and such, I share multiple methods of application. I get unflatteringly close. We do check-ins throughout the day. I want to share with you, especially at this price point, is this something that is ideal for our real life? So let's put it to the test. Let me share all the details with you, all the things. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's hydrate and begin. Let's start off with, gosh, the package. So packaging looks exactly the same. You're gonna have to read it to know what you're picking up. Let's start off with the primer. So this is the Hermès Hydrating and Smoothing Perfecting Primer. This is designed to be the first step in your Hermès Plein complexion ritual. It's meant to smooth, hydrate, and refine your skin to keep things looking au natural. Packaging is pretty sleek. It's like a two-toned kind of vibe. Got a little something on the front, got a little something on the back. The cap comes with a pump. Details on the cap, details on the pump. Feels weighty. It's glass. It's luxe. Yeah, that's what I have to expect at this price point and from this brand. The cap, it's not magnetic. It's something you're gonna have to, click into place, but I don't know, to me, magnetic, not magnetic. Yes, I can feel sometimes magnetic may feel a little more luxe, and sometimes meh, it's okay. Texture is said to be very light and fluid. It's said to spread easily and melt into the skin rather than settling and sitting on top of it. Not your traditional silicone-y type of primer. The whole Plein Air line from Hermès is really skincare focused and but enhanced, perfected, and beautiful. Hermès recommends that this be applied with your fingers, but of course, do what you want. But I'm just sharing what they recommend. So let's give her a good shake and let's see texture. I mean, they said a lot about texture. Let's see for ourselves. So again, pump. Okay. Here's texture and consistency. Let's see what we're working with. Now, when I say it smells like Hermès, it's pleasant, it's light, but it's got a scent to it. Very thin, very light. Feels like a serum. If I immediately had to compare it to something, 100% I can compare it to the Tom Ford Appraise Glow Serum and getting that same serum-like texture and consistency as the Sicily Double Tensure. So it's along those lines. So let's let it sit for a moment and then we'll see if it gives us any bit of tack or what. But right now it just feels like a serum that is going to get absorbed. But again, let's give it a moment and see. Again, the scent is very pleasant and soft. It almost smells clean. It smells really good. Wow. I personally don't mind a nice soft scent, but definitely something to note. So the base that this is going to be worn on today is 40 years old. It's combination dry, normal, and a touch oily. Just a touch. Just a touch. I have all of my shade references and all the details. Everything we talk about and I share with you today will all be listed down below in the description box or on the screen. So the primer has had its time. It has absorbed into my skin. It feels very smooth. I feel like it does look a little perfected. I don't want to say blurred, but maybe like a touch. Not anything over the top, but it's very, very smooth. And it feels hydrated, but not heavy at all. Feels good. Obviously, we need to get this on the face, so let's. So again, Hermès recommends that you apply this with your fingertips and you start from the centermost portion of the face and work outwards. Very much like a skincare product. For today's video, I'm just going to do one side of my face because let's see if it makes a difference. And if you absolutely need this primer. I think primer already as it is something that you could totally just do a nice skin prep and achieve. But if there are products that have skincare and have makeup longevity claims, it's worth a try. I don't mind. That went on nice and smooth. I feel like my skin definitely absorbed that. Let's give it a moment. You can probably see the split right here. This side with the primer, it looks very smooth, and not that it's flat, but over here where I have my natural oils and such and that glow and radiance, you can see the difference right down there. My forehead is extremely, extremely dry, so I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on this. I mean, right now it feels okay, and it looks okay as well, but yeah. So I will say that my skin definitely looks smoother, and with how smooth it actually feels in, you know, texture and consistency, I can already tell that my foundation is going to glide over this very nicely. The area of pores over here without the primer, they're there. I embrace them. I love them. I need them. I need my pores. And then the side with the primer, I can totally see that my pores look softened. They're not gone or anything. I still look like me. But the side with the primer, you can see that the pores are smooth. Hello. Okay. Skincare aspects of this primer, because it's not just a primer for your makeup, there's also skincare in it, so you could totally benefit from using this often if you choose to go the primer route. It does say it contains niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and white mulberry extract. So with that, it's said to improve the skin over time, again, rather than just being a makeup primer. So there's that. And now for the foundation. This is the Hermès Plein Luminous Matte Skincare Foundation. I went with the shade 55W. And let me get my notes. This shade is described as a warm, coppery, medium beige. This is said to be a luminous matte foundation with buildable medium coverage. Nice unboxing experience. It's meant to look like second skin, balancing a soft matte finish with natural radiance. So quick side by side, so you can see these two. With the foundation, you have a frosted bottom versus the primer, but pretty much the same overall design and component. Different color caps. Details are pretty much the same. Top, lid details. Now let me show you up close before I give her a shake. I mean, I have to assume it's just the skincare. You can probably see there, little bubbles. But that's what the foundation looks like. And it's very clear. It says to shake well. I mean, I always try to shake everything, but it does tell you to do so. And, you know, looking in the bottle, kind of see like, not that it looks weird, but it kind of does. I'm all about details, so I'm trying to capture all of this for you. You can see it is a little weird in the bottle. I'm sure that's not a big deal, but again, at this price point, I really got to share all the details, all the things with you. Okay? But now, remember, this is prior to shaking her up as we're told to do. So keep that in mind as well. You hear that? I think that's just the pump. All right, shaking it up, I can see the little weirdness is kind of going away, but I'm going to make sure to give it a nice, good old shake. They did come out with a foundation brush and a spatula palette kind of vibes. I have majority of Hermès brushes. They're not my favorite in quality, especially for their price. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to come here and tell you the brushes are great when they're not. So that's why I skipped on those brushes. I was very, very intrigued and interested, and then I really thought about it for a minute, and I was like, Monique, don't do it. Yeah. The brushes I have now, it took me a really long time to really like them, and I don't think that's right when you're paying that much money. They were pokey and scratchy, and I think after like 6 months of washing, and using, they finally started to like feel bearable and not scratch the heck out of my face. I know that might sound dramatic, but it's the truth. That's what I experienced. Okay, so I think we've shaken her enough. Let's... Okay. Again, shade 55W. There is texture and consistency. Obviously, this is a heavy swatch. Yeah, it's got that identical soft scent. Same one that the primer had. Beautiful finish. I'm going to let it dry down so we can really check in and see how it looks. So again, I'm looking for medium buildable coverage, a lightweight, no texture, supposed to look like skin, supposed to feel amazing, pretty much, right? Summing up the claims really quick. So after a little while, here is how we are looking. Remember, this is said to be a luminous matte, so it's soft, but you have a gentle glow. It's not super dewy. It looks pretty good. I will give them that. So, yeah. So let's start off with brush application. I'm gonna do 1 pump. Brush of choice for today is from Sonia G. It's the Jumbo Base. It's dense, but it's soft. It's gonna give that buff stipple effect, if you will. Shall we? Man, this feels really good. Now remember, this is the side with no primer, just skincare. Again, always know you can use your skincare as your primer. I do it plenty. Good skin prep, good skincare can really give you an amazing makeup day. Wow, look how easy that blended into the skin. Very pretty. Very pretty. I have a little something left. Let me pick up and put a little bit more. You know what this means, guys? You know that this means Hermès is going to give us concealer soon. Let's speak it into existence. Man, I tell you, the scent, it's very nice. It's very light. So it's tolerable. But if you don't like fragrance in your base products, stay away. That's a deal breaker for a lot of people, and I get it. I totally get it. All right, so it's giving skin. It looks nice. Melts it in. Looks natural. The finish, you can tell it's soft, but there's a touch of glow, so that's nice. I want to build it up a little bit more, just a little tiny bit on the area where I have a bit of my freckles. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna stipple. This is going on the skin really pretty. Damn. And where I needed it built, and I went in with a little bit more, it did so very, very nicely. Let's go with the sponge on this side. I'm gonna do a pumpish and a quarter. Because the sponge, you know, it'll eat up your product. And I want to see if I don't have to build it up if I just go in with a little bit more initially. Let's see. This is the side of my face that I usually like a little more coverage anyways, so let's. The sponge I'm using, this is from Patrick Ta. It's pretty cool. So let's see. Wow, this really does go on very nicely. Huh. One thing I am noticing, and probably you are too, I think because of it being so much skincare, I feel I'm using more than I usually would. And I don't know how I feel about that yet, because I'm using more, I'm going to use it faster, I'm going to have to buy it faster. But it's skincare, so I don't know. But just sharing the thoughts as we go. The sponge, definitely, I'm not getting a lot of coverage, so let's go in with a little bit more. Because with that first layer, and this is the side with the primer, this side definitely looks... So no primer, you can see you've got glow, but it's not dewy, okay? On the side with the primer, you can see it's not as glowy. See that? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna build up just a little bit. Let's see. As expected, the sponge not usually is gonna give you as much coverage as, let's say, a brush. So there's that. Sponge with primer, you can see the finish looks different to the brush without primer. I think both look good, but I'm noting, sharing, and you're seeing. All right, so for my next application method, let's go in with my finger and let's just blend this baby in. I like doing this. Usually I get the most natural, easy, rub it in and go vibes. My gosh, my forehead is so dry. Can you hear it? Smells like sandpaper. For a product that has so much skincare, I don't feel like my forehead is hydrated. So I'm gonna go with just like a little touch more, just a touch. And let's blend it in a little more. All right, so the forehead, I think it looks okay. It feels all right. We haven't done concealer yet, so don't look at this part. But forehead, we use the hand finger application. This side is no primer and brush, built up very nicely. This side is primer, sponge. We built it up a couple times, and this is where we're at. So, noted. Definitely we can call this Luminous Matte. Skin's not looking flat and dry and dull. We have a slight glow. I definitely still feel like on the side with the primer, I don't have as much glow as I do with the side without. So let me put my look together so we can start this wear test. Let's do some concealer, much needed. And this is going to give us an idea of how other products play with the primer and the foundation. do a very light layer just to lightly set everything into place. Finished look. I will say that all of my other products played really well with the foundation, and the concealer went well, the powders went over top well. Again, remember, forehead was hand application and my forehead is extremely dry. Primer and sponge on this side. Brush and no primer on this side. Feeling good about my finished look. Very comfortable, very skin, ready to take on the day. It's a little after 8 a.m. I'm gonna rock this all day. We're really gonna give this a wear test. I've got errands, I got stuff. So I'll check in throughout the day and let's see how this new Hermès Plein performs. One thing I want to point out that is occurring immediately, and it's interesting because the driest area of my face, I have no issues. Right here, my smile lines are settling already. See the smile lines already. Ugh. Ugh. I don't feel like I put a lot of product there. I don't know. But there we go. I'll see you in a little bit. What do you think of my makeup today? I'm not telling you anything about anything. What do you think about my makeup today?
It's great.
What is it that's great about it?
I love it. It's Tom Ford.
It's not.
It's Tom Ford fucking Tuesday.
It's not. Well, yes, today is technically, but I'm not wearing Tom Ford today.
You know?
No.
Oh,
That's no, not okay, babe. Stop. What do you think about it? What is it that makes you think it looks good?
It looks very rich. What is it? What is it?
Man, you're a bottom line guy, huh? I want to know, what is it that made you say it looks good? Other than your bias of me being your wife.
It's really great. I mean, it's a very nice look. It's very clean. It's, it's not cakey.
Yeah. It looks natural is what you're trying to say.
Exactly.
It's not heavy. Does one side look different to you at all?
I don't know. No. Is it?
Yeah. I did something a little different on one side than the other. But overall, I had to put everything together. One side I used a particular primer underneath, and the other I didn't.
Wow. I want to know.
Okay. Hey, let's do a quick check-in. And then I gotta run. But I also need to switch bags really quick, and I want to share with you this little pouch thing that FASHIONPHILE sent with me. But here we go. Let's do a quick check-in. Oh, and I gotta touch up my lipstick too. Forehead, we applied with hands, and that area is super dry. It's feeling really good. This side is no primer, brush built up. Look how nice that's looking. This side is the primer, sponge, and also built up. I still feel like the side with the primer looks a little softer, not as luminous as the side with the no primer, just skincare. One thing I'm noticing, around my mouth looks a little heavy. See like the smile lines and stuff, and like around my mouth. Don't love that. Now, let's swap bags. Let's get ready to go. So because of what I'm wearing, I was carrying my pink Picotin, and I want to switch to a white bag. I personally love white bags. I think they're like, it's a thing. So FASHIONPHILE has sent over a couple of the protective pouches. This is the size medium. So I want to use the medium and put my things in and then put it in my bag. Of course, we got to take our lipstick with. I've got this kind of just sticking in my bag because I wanted to remember it's a coupon for contact solution. So I have to take that with me. Wallet, key fob, and then my keys. So let's zip it up. I'm gonna put in my purse, and I'm also gonna take with me the bag hook, this thing. This, wow. Very, 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 very happy with this. The quality is outstanding. It's not flimsy in any way. So see this? You put this part on the table and then hang your bag. So your bag's not hanging on the floor. Awesome. So I'm going to bring this with me too. And I have just been keeping it in a little case. I think it's nice. Just going to stick this in here. And look at that. Nice and organized. I'm just going to go cut my coupon because I have to get contact solution, and I had a coupon and I actually remembered it this time. And since it's an Hermès kind of day, this is going to be my scent. Other than like the little thing around my mouth that I feel is, everything else looks really, really nice. But let's see. So I have my little passenger princess with me. I am wearing, I don't want to tell you what it is. I did the same thing to Daddy today. He was funny. But I'm wearing, let's just call it new makeup. And I'd like your feedback, please.
Eyebrows are looking pretty good, soft and natural. Okay, look at me.
Oh.
This side is like different.
What's different? Okay. What's different about it?
Under eye.
Forget the under eye.
Not the under eye?
Because I have one eye that has more lines than the other.
Oh, okay. Blush?
Don't try to guess what it is.
Oh.
Just the overall makeup.
Okay, well, overall,
How do I look?
you look good. I mean,
I've been wearing this since like around 8 o'clock-ish.
well, yeah, look, it means lasted, looks pretty
It's
good.
like, yeah, it's after 4
the
now.
base is actually pretty smooth. The blush looks good. Alright. Well, turn on this side. I see some highlighter on the blush.
Mhm.
Good.
The usual stuff. Nothing.
Mascara is lasting. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so you ready to know ready to find out what it is?
Yeah.
Foundation. But one side I'm using primer and one side I'm not.
I'm telling you, this side looks different.
In a good way?
No, in a bad way. This side looks worse. This side looks better.
This is the side with the primer. No! Ah! Okay, so say it again. This side.
This side, like, it just seems like more like smooth. Like this side's more like crease, wrinkle, but yeah.
Yeah, this side I used primer and this side I
Like
didn't.
I can tell the difference.
But overall, let me tell you, it feels so nice.
Is that the primer?
Just overall. I don't feel like I'm wearing like cake. That's one thing Daddy said today. He was like, it doesn't look heavy and cakey.
Yeah.
I guess we can call it now. At first I was kind of saying to myself, the primer, I don't know, I guess. But yeah, the primer definitely makes a difference. All right. Let's see. It's only 4. We still got some time. But so far, so good. And thank you again for your feedback.
Of course.
Hi there. Here we are at the end of the day. Let's see how everything held up. And let's chat. Okay, so quick recap. Forehead were the finger application. This side is no primer, brush, built up. Primer, sponge, and built up. For the most part, I think everything has worn really gracefully, really well. It still feels extremely comfortable. But this around the mouth, settled, looks very dry. This, I didn't do anything different with my skin. Everything else looks really nice. On the side that I have my just skincare and the foundation, I think that held up pretty well too. But the side with the primer, I still think just looks a little touch better, just a little bit. My dry area did well, my normal area did well, and look at the nose. My nose is very oily and it looks great. Overall, I enjoyed both products. You don't necessarily need both. I find these to be a very refined complexion system. The primer smooths and hydrates your skin without feeling heavy. And the foundation is going to give you that polished but natural look that wears and holds up pretty well all day on the long days. These are ideal for someone who loves luxury makeup but still wants something that's going to perform, be realistic for their everyday, and look beautiful. If you prefer a more dewy or fuller coverage finish, this may not be your style. This is giving true natural. Okay, soft glow. But with that said, if you love skin that looks like skin, this one's for you. I am definitely looking forward to continuing to use these. You'll definitely see more, hear more, all the things. Let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about it. Comment down below. Thanks for hanging out with me today and letting me share this new foundation with you, share the wear test, all the details, all the things. If you've enjoyed the video, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.